Okay, good morning, leaders. And we thank God for this opportunity to be waking up in the morning and for us, for our families. And I've just prayed and just thank God for all that He's providing for us. And also how things are unfolding for our business, the amount of prospects that God is blessing us, amazing people that are joining our team, and the leadership that we have, and I just want to mention thank you, Heather, for being one of the leaders that are really, really saving the team in an amazing way. And yeah, because doing this effectively every single day is just inspiring. And now that we are remaining with about 14 days, that is about 2 weeks to close the year. And, like the year for me, like New Year has already started, as in, how we are closing this year. I love saying that statement will determine how next year is going to be. In fact, by now, you're supposed to have already, set your goals for 2025. You need to know exactly what you want to achieve. I know personally, I have my planner for 2025 and I've been able to fill it up until March. I'm actually looking at it right now. And the events and what we are organizing right now with some leaders, and I've got leaders in different areas organizing with us in different areas, making sure that we are creating a business environment that is making it easy for everybody to be able to work their business. And one of the things in the areas we're going to improve is making sure that we are consistent when it comes to the new distributor orientations, when it comes to skills trainings, when it comes to business presentations. So it's really up to us to make that we are really consuming all this and using all this to make our business easier. And one of the things that you should do if you're looking for better results is obviously, setting yourself up for success, having end in mind when it comes to your success, knowing exactly what you want to achieve and when do you want to achieve. And probably you should have already set your goals, seeing your goals somewhere, it's on a certain wall on your phone, because honestly, as I said, these 2 weeks set the vibe that you're going to have to 2025. And so one of the things that you should do is making sure that of all the things that you're going to set as plans and goals is making sure that you're investing in yourself. Investing in yourself is not just reading books. It's not just, personal development, but also making sure that your mindset is set. You have a right mindset, right attitude towards success, towards yourself. And I love this statement when it comes to personal development, which now is directly on learning about yourself, on learning about, our business, learning about forever living, about network marketing, learning about, life in general. I mean, when you're saying I'm a forever business owner, it means you have added forever as part of your lifestyle. So we are living our life every single day, and then we have added forever living on top of it. So getting to know how to live your life better so that you can be able to accommodate forever living as part of your business for you to be able to succeed is also another skill. And we are joining forever. Most of us obviously is because we want to make more money. And for us to be able to make money as forever business owners is that we have to be able to make massive impact to other people, whether it comes to whether it's health, awareness to people and making sure that people are buying products from us and from our teams, because you don't move alone. If you're doing only 4cc, that's good, but then 4cc itself, it's okay. I mean, that will be you making about 7,700 Namibian dollars, 7,700 runs if you're an assistant supervisor. That is including now the boost bonus. Then yeah, that's good. But then if you want to be able to make more, then obviously you have to do it with a team. If you have got a team of 5 people doing 4cc with you, it means you are increasing your earning potential. You understand? So your earning potential in forever is either appreciating or depreciating, and depending with your investment in your personal development, investment in yourself, investment, in your in your mindset. And I love this statement that says, your bonus is definitely your bonus is directly proportional to your team. How big your team is growing and how fast your team is growing is is equal to your bonus. But all this is also indirectly proportional to your knowledge. You cannot build a massive team if you don't know what you're doing. You can make more money if you don't have a team, if you don't have if you don't have a big team. For you to have a big team, then you have to have the knowledge for you to be able to not only recruit, but also retain those people, but also making sure that your people are developing, making sure that there's productivity in your team. That is why there's a thing that we call, forever 4 core, which is recruitment, retention, development, and productivity, making sure that people are joining your team. But also, joining your team is, has a lot to do with making sure that you're also retaining those people. They are getting to know how they can be able to sell the product, doing the second order. As they're selling the product, they're increasing their own belief in the business. The more they increase their own belief in the business, they're also, now starting to think that, recruiting and creating a team for themselves is possible. You understand? Because we say knowledge is equal to belief, and belief, is, when you believe more, when you know more, then you're believing more. When you're believing more, then you are, you're committing more into doing and putting the work that you're supposed to do, that is giving the results that you're looking for. And the results are, people starting doing forces. Someone starts with a combo, and then, when they believe more, they now start do the 4cc. You understand? The more they start doing the 4cc, now they are more into, putting in the work, making sure that they're producing leaders, and all that. So it's everything is directly proportional to knowledge. You understand? And when it comes to knowledge, there's a lot of knowledge that we are talking about here. We are talking about how to present. We're talking about how to contact people. We're talking about, how to prospect. We are talking about doing the onboarding, and we're talking about, just that self-conviction of you as a forever business owner. You understand? We are talking about knowing yourself. We are talking about communication. This is another thing. When it comes to knowledge, you need to know how to communicate to your team. You need to know how to communicate to your prospects. You need to know how to communicate. All that is, is now making you become a nicer person, makes you become, empathetic. You understand? Putting yourself in the shoes of your prospect, putting yourself in the shoes of your team, minding and being mindful of the work that you're using every single day when it comes to you building your business. What are you telling your prospects? When you're facing challenges, how are you presenting yourself? Are you angry all the time? Those kind of things. All that is part of knowledge, guys. And so bonus is equal to team, is equal to knowledge when it comes to your business. And one other thing that is super important is you need to learn how to. That is part of the investment that you need to put. As I started with mindset. You need to learn how you can be able to overcome self-limiting beliefs. Right now, you have seen that people, or rather this business is booming everywhere. It's booming on Instagram. It's booming on TikTok. You can see massive people. Like yesterday, I was speaking to one of the leaders, and she told me that one of a new person that joined the business has been able to recruit 3 people yesterday alone, in the team. And, it's incredible. Because just a few, like, for example, I've been looking at, when I was preparing this training, I've passed through some trainings, of course, and I've been looking at some, because every beginning of the month, every month we do have got the kickstart. I've been looking at the kickstart in January and February. I could count. We were actually even recognizing 4cc people, and there were not even as many. So I was writing a list of every 4cc, every 5cc and above. But right now we can't even recognize 4cc, because 4cc alone, is over 100 people a month. You understand? In our team. And so I will tell you, the business is working. The question is, does it work for you as well? And if you're waking up in the morning like this, it should and it must work for you. And so if it is not, the very first thing that you're supposed to do, or it could be working, but then maybe it's working a bit slowly, then the first thing is making sure that you're overcoming your own self-beliefs, and this is a pattern according to, how we have been brought, what we have been doing before, what we have failed before, how we failed before, so results is directly proportional to our subconscious mind. Very, very professional to proportional to our subconscious mind. And I will tell you personally, it's my personal experience. I love being very vulnerable in my sessions, especially with you, my team, for you to get to know that, I mean, like for me, I've gone through this. I mean, when I had to start over my business quite a number of times. I've been crying quite a number of times, and you just need to keep it up. You just need to keep it up. But then not just keeping it up, but making sure that you are either part of your personal development is related into subconscious mind, getting to understand how it works. Part of your personal development, the books that you're going to be reading, the videos, the trainings that you're going to be attending, the master classes. If you feel you have this, then you have to learn how you can be able to let go. Of course, it's going to be challenging, but then choose to even be going to YouTube and write self-limiting belief. Get to hear what are saying and what people are talking about. You'll probably find different strategies, different methods that are going to help you, start learning how you can be able to overcome. And self-limiting beliefs could be as simple as I'm not good enough. And sometimes you might not even feel like you're telling yourself that, but you are finding yourself disappointed most of the time. You're angry most of the time. You are reacting to things most of the time. Most people are like that. They have got a bit of self-limiting beliefs and also lack of self-awareness and all that. So you might not be feeling like I'm telling myself all the time that I'm not good enough. But the fact that you're just giving up easily, there is a once that you're supposed to look for and you feel like you can't do it. But when you're postponing most of the time, most likely that is a sign of self-limiting belief. So I'm not good enough. I'll never be successful. I don't have enough experience. For something like this, you don't have to be telling yourself this. It could also be looking like, taking a shape of when you're seeing someone being recognized, what does it come to you? Are you genuinely happy about them, or you are finding reasons why, it shouldn't happen to them or why it's not happening to you? You understand? You're finding yourself most of the time comparing and all that. So you might not be telling yourself this exactly, but how you react to success when you see it also says a lot when it comes to a self-limiting belief. So it's good to be mindful of our thoughts and be able to be open-minded and tell yourself, I need to change these thoughts. I need to be better at this thought. You understand? I don't have enough experience. When you want to talk to someone and you're thinking like, how can I talk to them? Obviously that is part of it. And as I said, most of whatever that is happening in our life can be overcome by learning more of that area. Like, for example, for me, one of the areas I'm learning a lot is on leadership. I've doubted myself a lot as a leader. Sometimes I do feel, or I used to feel that I'm not deserving. When people are joining the team, you're asking yourself, will I be able will I be able to guide them? You're doubting. Someone has already joined, but then you are failing to believe that you can be able to provide them with what they need. You understand? And so I'll tell you, I've gone through this. You understand? And yeah, when it comes to leadership, you're looking at all the other great leaders or people that are becoming managers, like you're still asking yourself, will I become that manager? You're getting a task as a leader, and you're withdrawing out of it, and you're feeling like you can't do it. All that is part of limiting belief. So there's a number of things that you need to do. One is you need to be able to identify them. So probably as we are starting the year 2025, you need to be able to get your time. I remember my sponsor sharing that every month, in fact, not just when we are starting the year, because I mean 31st and 30 and the first is just a day. It doesn't really mean much. It's just that you are stepping in 2025. But it's not like you're walking towards, it's just that you're waking up in the morning and God is giving you the grace of waking up the next day. You understand? So take your time, at least, 2 hours, 3 hours to 6 hours, where you're sitting and you're analyzing yourself. And so you need to take your time, analyze your 2024, analyze, where you want to go. And now when it comes to analysis that you're supposed to do is, yes, ask yourself about the self-limiting belief, identify them, get to know them, get to be true to yourself, and choose to be positive about yourself, and also choose to be positive about life. I mean, for me, I think one of the best things that you can do is to choose to be a nice person. You understand? To choose to be an understanding person. When you're saying that, it means you need to be nice to yourself. You need to be understanding to yourself. You need to be able to, pat yourself at the back and congratulate, even if there's nothing much to congratulate yourself. And then start building yourself from that part. You understand? And then recognize that it's just a belief. Like when you say, I'm not good enough, just know it's something that you are telling yourself, you yourself. But God has called a lot, has called a lot for you. God is already prepared, He has set the table for you guys, to be able to, to thrive, to be able to achieve what you have always wanted to achieve, and getting to know that you are very deserving of every goal that is you're going to set for yourself. If you're going to set yourself, when you say you're going to do 4cc for every month for the next 2025, even if you're not doing 4cc the whole year this year, I will tell you can still do it, and ask yourself, what will an extra, 84,000, because that's 7,000, assuming you're not going to level up, I'm just, for that one, I'm assuming that you're going to be a sales supervisor, of course, let's remove the self-limiting belief. I'm just giving you an example. You understand? Because you have not been able to make 4cc, that means you've been losing 7.7 every single month, and so next year, if you say, I'm going to be doing my 4cc as minimum as that one, that means it's 84,000, minimum of that. Now, you need to know that you deserve that. When you're going to set yourself a goal of saying, I'm going to become a supervisor in the next 2 months, just know that you can. Just know that you deserve people joining your team. Just know that you deserve being a top retailer that you want to be. In fact, the fact that you've been able to think even that way, it's amazing. Now you just need to keep on cultivating the thought of you moving up, the thought of you becoming a manager by whatever time that you want to be able to become. Recognize the potential consequences, meaning you need to be able to identify that, to know that it's going to be difficult, because now you're choosing to level up. You're not just choosing in your mind, you're choosing also on the work that you're going to put in. It means you're choosing to not postponing anymore. You're choosing to show up. You're choosing to fill in your productivity manual. You're choosing to be celebrating other people. You're choosing to bring the energy in yourself, to bring the energy in your team, to bring the energy in the global groups. You're choosing that. So it means there will definitely be a lot of what is required of you, and that it will need you to step out of your comfort zone. So you need to challenge your own belief. You need to adapt a new belief. For me, the easiest way is to practice, one is to identify them and then write them in the opposite way. You understand? When you say, I'm not good enough, then you can say, I'm worth every success. You understand? You can find a few statements that you're going to be putting on your wall somewhere, on your phone, because sometimes you don't even have to put your goals there. One is for your goals to be able to be achieved. Probably you need to be looking at your phone and telling and having the positive affirming words, and now start creating a different pattern of what you're telling yourself in your mind for you to be able to achieve the goal. So what is going to be on your phone, even before the goals, if you have got self-limiting belief that you need to let go, is you need to put the affirming words that are equipping you. You understand? Knowing that fear and doubt, of course, is real. We all have fears. There's quite a number of fears. You understand? But at the end of the day, it depends with what are you choosing to feed your mind with. They say everybody in their minds has got two wolves. You understand? They have got a white wolf and they have got a black wolf. The question is, which one are you choosing that is going to it's going to get fat in your mind? You understand? The white one is the one that the white one is the one that you're, sorry. So we have got the white wolf and then the black wolf, okay? In our minds, everybody minds has got that. And the white one is where you're choosing to fill yourself with the positive words, positivity in your mind. What you're reading is positive. You're allowing yourself to step up, to level up. Now you are choosing to to read books, you're choosing mentorship, you're choosing to attend trainings, you understand, you're choosing to have people that are, you're choosing to not gossip, you're choosing not to, to look down on people. You understand? All that is you feeding the white wolf. And then there's a black wolf. This is, of course, when we're talking about social media, what are you following? Who are you following? You understand? What are you feeding your mind? If you're feeding your mind with negativity, if you're feeding your mind with hate, if you're feeding your mind, with thoughts of failure, then obviously you're gonna get a lot of that. So question is, who are you feeding? Which wolf? The positive wolf or the negative wolf? You understand? The black wolf, the white wolf or the black wolf? So it's very, very crucial, the thought. And I will tell you, can be able to snap out of that negative thought. You can be able to snap out of that failure thought. You can be able to snap out of, unworthy thought. You can be able to snap out of anything. And as much as it's challenging, but we said we're gonna feed we're gonna practice, self-love. We're gonna practice especially the positive affirming words. You understand? So which wolf are you gonna be feeding? Can we write white wolf, on the chat for me to know that you are following up, for me to know that we are choosing right now to be removing ourselves, working on our self-limiting belief. And I will tell you this, everybody has got a self-limiting belief. Everybody, regardless of the levels they're in. You understand? Everyone in forever, everyone in any success is having the self-limiting belief. And they say the entire sea of water can't sink a ship unless it gets in the ship. Similarly, the negativity of the world can't put you down unless you allow it to get inside of you. You understand? And I'll tell you, we have got an amazing business. Our business is working for everyone. Our business is, is giving results, is making people live their best lives. We have seen it even in our own team, in our own business, in our own, Unstoppable Global Community. And so the fact that it works for everyone, I want to encourage you, if it is not working as much for you, then just know that you can. But I would love for us to be able to choose to be grateful to God with what He has already blessed us with. And so, can we be able to write on the chat, what can you do today that you couldn't do a year ago? If, it could be forever, okay? But we have all of us lived, a year, before. So what do you think? What are you congratulating yourself, when it comes to what you can right now that you couldn't do 12 months ago? Can you write even a statement? Maybe I can now present. Maybe I'm now can manage my anger. You understand? Maybe I can, like for me, I know, for example, I've been, a full-time mom, full-time mom, full-time wife, something that I never thought I'll be able to do. Like I always had a helper in my life, always. In the past 2 months, my helper left, and we thought, you know what, we don't need one. And so I never thought that I'll be waking up in the morning, do all that I need to do, cook the food for my kids, clean the house. And in the midst of all that, we had a huge renovation at my house, that I had to be waking up. It has been a lot. I never thought that I will be good at that. And today I'm looking at every woman that is a stay-at-home mom that I used to envy. I'm like, you know what? Oh my God, I don't know if I can do that. Now I'm like, I'm a superwoman. Guys, I'm so proud of myself. So what are you thankful that you've been able to do in your life that you couldn't do the past 12 months? Can I get to see more chats? I can see Nancy Gary saying, I got better at savings. That's very good. Jessica waking up this time, being in the gym and attending this meeting. That's amazing. Congratulations, Jessica. So who else wants to share? What is it that you are grateful for that you couldn't do the past 12 months and now you can do it? Even if you started, 1 month, it has to be at least 1 month for you to know the for you to know that you could keep up the routine. I don't see any charts. Guys, you're not getting better. Is how you started this year the same way? There's no skills that you learned, there's no any, thing that you have been able to be good at. Maybe you have been able to now constantly pray. Maybe you started fasting and you've been able to maintain that fasting, and now you're doing better than the way you were doing it. Maybe now you're doing your tithe. I don't know what is that you are happy about yourself. I got better in handling challenges. That's amazing, Kolo. Congratulations. Shipid is saying I can now talk in front of people without I could tell that. Yes. You spoke very well on the meeting that we had on Saturday. Maria is saying I can be able to talk to multitude of people without fear. Oh, that's amazing. Congratulations. That's amazing. Congratulations. So I want you, if you have not chatted, you have not said anything there, I want you to be able to set that as a goal today and ask yourself, think about it critically, and find something in your life that you're congratulating yourself with, and that is going to help you develop more growth mindsets for yourself. You understand? Remember, we said, which wolf are you feeding? Are you feeding the white one, or are you feeding the black wolf? So starting with the word of appreciating to yourself, starting with knowing that you're being capable to do what you couldn't do before, is a very good way of you saying, I can learn anything I want to. You understand? Is where you know that you can be able to snap out of that thought. You understand? You need to challenge yourself. Congratulations, because you're challenging yourself to be able to speak in front of people. You understand? And you need to know that when you fail, you're learning. It's not a time for you to give up. It's not a time of you saying it doesn't work for me, because right now this business is working for everyone. You understand? And you need to keep on trying. You need to keep on celebrating other people. You need to keep on celebrating yourself, and not feeling like you're giving up, you're frustrated, and you're telling yourself all those negative thoughts. So choose to cultivate the growth mindset, and also choose to be able to approach life with the growth mindset. You understand? With the positive mindset. Like when someone is approaching you, when someone is giving you some negative vibe, one is you need to know when to get yourself out of that, when you can be able to let go, because there are people that are in our life that are always negative, and we know they're always complaining. So sometimes you just need to shut yourself out of those people and get yourself out of that. But also yourself, start to be looking at small things that happen in your life and be appreciative of that. You understand? Start to be positive when it comes to how you speak, how you talk to yourself, but also how you talk to people, because how much you're allowing yourself to be disappointed will determine the quality of your life, and how you're going to be more productive, because if the more you're clouding yourself with negativity, then the more or the less productive you're going to be. You understand? And in this business, or in life generally, you need to have end in mind, guys. You need to be able to become before you can have. So in there is where now personal development plays a very big role, plays a very, very big role, So question is, how would the person I want to be do the things I'm about to do? I usually tell people, for example, you want to become a manager. You don't just become a manager. You first become, start doing what managers do. And then that is when you're becoming a manager. I'm sure Heather can attest to that. I'm sure she can. She's becoming a manager. And I can tell you, she is serving more right now than she used to. Heather, can you write a yes, for you to prove that statement that I just said? I'm looking at the people that are serving, and I can tell you they started doing that before they became managers, before they became the leader that they are right now. You understand? So you need to allow yourself to be able to be used, in a positive way, of course, for you to be able to produce the result that you're looking for. So don't wait and say, I'm going to start doing Zoom when I become a supervisor. No, for you to become a supervisor, you need to start doing those Zooms. You need to start being independent. You need to start, showing up. You need to stop postponing. You understand? You need to start practicing face-to-face marketing. You need to start inboxing people on Instagram, on Facebook, on TikTok. You understand? You need to be appearing on all the team trainings that you're supposed to attend. And we have got a lot of them, guys. And so I will tell you, you need to do what you need to do for you to be able to succeed in this business. So you need to start doing those things for you to become or to achieve what you want to achieve, And So for you to be able to find how things work, here is what you need to do. One is you need to be a good reader. Okay, you need to be a good reader. You need to start reading a book. If you can be able to grab a book and read, and I will insist on physical, like a hardcover book. Okay, so you need to, for you to be able to learn, you need to be a good reader. You need to be a good listener as well, And this is something that I've been learning and I've been practicing, because I used to be taught to talk. I love talking, and so when you want to level up, then obviously you need to be a good listener, for you to get to know what do people really feel, what do people really want, you understand, and all those kind of things. But then you also need to be a good observer, and getting to know, being a good observer will be able to help you become a good judgment of character, for yourself. That will save you time to know, who am I working with, who am I not working with, who am I giving more time, who am I, who is deserving, who is needing, you understand, and all that. And for going to work, you need to take massive action. Have a game plan. Yesterday I was talking to one of the leaders in Canada and asked her, what's your game plan for 2024, for 2025? What are you prepared to do? You need to know, at least for the next 1 month, 2 months now, especially if you are a supervisor, you might not be able to say, like, I'm gonna prepare my event up until June, but you need to tell yourself, what am I gonna do every weekend for the next 1 month? If you're not showing up every weekend, what are you doing? What are you gonna do? So that is part of the game plan, and then don't try to cheat the system. Do what you need to do with integrity, do what you need to do, and doing what you need to do, even when there's light shine on you, you understand? Not only that you do because you're in the darkness, no one is looking at you, and then you're doing, live your life that way, you understand? And be intentional with your life, decide what you need to, what you want, what you want to master. You understand? Choose even one goal or two goals. I'll say 2, 3 goals, for you to be able to, like, say, these are my non-negotiables. You understand? And feed your mind every day. Buy books, I've already said that, but also make it easy to be consistent, so choose the habit that you can be able. Congratulations, I've seen Jessica saying, I'm now hitting the gym. You can choose one habit, that in that one habit can definitely be able to create other habits. So start with imposing your life with different one new habit that, when I impose this one new habit, it can be able to help me, master my day more. If you're a stay-at-home mom, instead of you waking up in the morning and going to wash the dishes, what can you do, that can help you become more productive on that day? So instead of saying, I'm going to start by washing the dishes, maybe I'm going to start by looking at my to-do list today, and then I'm going to start by sending a video to 5 people. You understand? And I will tell you, this one of sending a video to 5 people instead of starting the house chores or starting at your job every day will really help you grow. You understand? Yeah. I would love to finish by saying, if you want to be able to grow in your business, okay, one is you need to make that you're choosing to be more, you need to choose to be more, um, what did I want to say? When you want to grow in the business, one first and foremost, you need to choose to be independent. Okay, you need to be independent. As in, not waiting for your sponsor, not waiting for your upline, not waiting for what we offer in the team, as in the team trainings and all that. You need to learn how you can be able to gather yourself information. But there's nothing that creates leaders faster than public speaking. I will tell you that there's nothing that will create you to become a great, amazing, successful leader in this business than public speaking. And so we have got the opportunities to be able to do this. We have got the 5 a.m. sessions every day that you can go to Heather and tell Heather, I want to start training. And it's very short, and then you can choose to say, I want to start sharing my story on the Zoom and all that. So start doing more of this, and it will help you become the person that you want to become. And Jim Rohn said, the same wind blows on all of us, wind of disaster, disappointments, and all that. The question is, for you, what are you choosing for? So choose to feed the positive wolf. Thank you so much. The White Wolf, sorry. Thank you so much. And I wish you all a great, productive 14 days to close the year. And thank you so much for, and congratulations today. And I'm going to wish you an amazing, amazing day today as well. So these 14 days, let's make them the most beautiful, the most productive, the most positive, 14 days so that we can have an amazing 2025. Thank you all very much and bye-bye.